I'm Reverend Susan Carlson. Unitarian Universalists have been doing some great work in response to storms and other climate challenges. But how much more effective could we be if we were actually trained, organized, and working in solidarity with others before the disaster strikes? That's my entrepreneurial ministry project, UUs and Climate Action, Congregations Ready to Respond. And I'm seeking your support to help cover the cost of my tuition for 2016 so I can begin to carry out this project in congregations across the country.
August marked the 10-year anniversary since Hurricane Katrina struck the Gulf Coast. And the end of October, it will be 3 years since Superstorm Sandy pummeled the metro New York area. Congregations need to be prepared so that they can be effective in their communities. Work as a disaster response coordinator in the metro New York area gave me some perspective on congregational response. I organized Unitarian Universalist volunteers, mostly youth and multi-generational groups, to aid in recovery. But they also learned about climate change and those most vulnerable in the face of a disaster like Superstorm Sandy. Native Americans on a reservation in Long Island have lived in that area since the 1620s. This land has been theirs for centuries. Future storms and climate events will flood their lands again. Yet this is the only land they have, the only place that is theirs. They are on the front line of climate change. They worked with our volunteers and we built strong relationships together. The groups that worked with them understood more about commitment, justice building, and the impact of climate change when they went home to their own communities. So I began to imagine what could happen if congregations were prepared before a climate change-related disaster struck their community. What if they already thought out what they could offer and how they might collaborate with other faith communities and recovery organizations?
And my answer to these two questions is my entrepreneurial ministry project. That project, the first phase of it, concerns congregations being prepared for climate change-related disasters and learning how best to serve in their communities. I am a member of the board of the Unitarian Universalist Trauma Response Ministry, and they've been doing these congregational assessments, dozens of them, for years. But with this project, with the first phase of it on congregational preparedness, we'll add on an element about climate change and about environmental justice. Our congregations can be prepared for climate change. The time is now.